tell me Dorian met with McNaughton?
Because she didn't do anything wrong. I told you, she took Langston to the airport to hand Langston over to her uncle, Ray Montez.
Just tell me about the meeting.
I don't know anything about the meeting. Dorian came here, she said she had a plan. McNaughton showed up. They walked in there, they closed the doors, and I have no idea what they even said.
I do.
You do?
Yes, I forgot. I asked her who the man was, and she said, she told me he was the exterminator.
Mr. Buchanan is using Langston as a pawn. And he doesn't care in the least that he may be ruining her life in order to blackmail me. And somehow he's really surprised that I don't want to give him what he's asking for.
And why don't you?
Because any man who is capable of such despicable actions is never, ever going to live up to an agreement that he signs. I mean, he's willingly done business with Mr. Montez, a criminal who probably committed a murder.
You don't care about Langston at all. Everything you said was a lie.
Son, stay out.
I'm not your son! If there's any way you can stop him from taking Langston away, you have to do it. Isn't she more important to you than some stupid company?
Yes, of course she is.
Then give Mr. Buchanan what he wants.
Yeah, Dorian, you have to. You cannot let Langston go away with that creep.
Dorian said the guy that came here was the exterminator?
Yes. She must have some kind of pest problem. Now, Detective, if you don't have any more questions, I'm off to parry and riposte. That means defend myself from attack and fighting back.
By all means.
Well, John, you think Dorian is defending herself against Clint and fighting back?
Well, I think McNaughton was here to stop the cockroaches in the kitchen.
McNaughton's not a killer, is he?
Hey, Fish, it's McBain. Hey, do me a favor. Can you, ask around, see if you can come up with anybody suspected or questioned in a paid hit. Also, check the profile, see if that matches anyone that's been released from Statesville lately, all right? I'm on the cell. Call me.
Dorian would not hire a hitman, John.
Hey.
Well, where are you going?
Airport.
Well, then I'll go with you.
Why?
Because I can maybe get Dorian to talk for you. Come on.
Marco, believe me, if I thought all I needed to do was sign some papers Clint wants me to sign and it would automatically guarantee that Langston could stay in the country.
You don't need to explain, Dorian. I understand.
You do?
Yes. Because Mr. Buchanan was blackmailing you, and that means he can't be trusted. I had nothing to do with what happened with his company, but that doesn't seem to really matter to Mr. Buchanan. He's still willing to hand me over to a criminal and let him take me out of this country. My wonderful, caring uncle has custody of me now. And if you give in to Mr. Buchanan, what's going to stop my uncle from blackmailing you? Mr. Buchanan clearly has no conscience and doesn't care at all that he's ruining my life. And once blackmail starts, it never stops. Don't stoop to their level. I've always been so proud that someone like you would adopt me. And I still am. You're here. I'm touching you.
All I could think about was getting back to you.
I was so afraid, even when you called.
How did you end up in Colombia?
Well, it's...
You must be Sarah.
Yeah. Sarah, who are you?
I'm Vanessa, and this is my stepdaughter, Lola.
Carlo Hesser drugged me up and dumped me in a Colombian prison. Vanessa here helped me get out.
And in return, he saved our lives.
I think you have your answer, Mr. Buchanan.
I guess that's it.
Wait a minute. What do you mean, that's it? I am not gonna get stuck dragging that girl back to Colombia. You hear me? You told me this plan was impossible.
Obviously, the plan is changing, all right? And I'm gonna show Dorian that I am dead serious.
I will not get on the plane with that girl.
Then you'll be right back in prison. Because the people I squeezed to get you out would be more than willing to put you right back in, and that is not what you want, is it, Mr. Montez? I didn't think so. Don't threaten me, and don't panic. This is gonna work. I will call you.
You have to stop Mr. Buchanan and just give him what he wants.
Oh, she can't do that.
Come on, Langston. If she gives him back his company, you can stay here with us.
Stop.
Langston, do you really understand?
Yes, I understand. Nothing's changed between us. I know that you're gonna fight and find a way to get me back. We'll be together again.
We're going to be together sooner than you know. Now then, why don't you let me go buy you a couple of magazines? I know what you like.
I still can't believe she won't just give...
Marco, stop. Just hold me, please.
Are you sure this is what you want?
Yes, of course. Mel, I picked these out for my...
I don't even know what to say.
I think we pretty much, said everything back at the house.
I guess we did.
Hey, you remember the time,
Marco, I remember everything. You're a freak.
So are you.
I know you never met somebody different like me. So what's your name?
Marco.
I'm Langston. My style is so unique, but you're the freak. That's not the line.
I've got a few ideas.
Oh, you have got to get a...
I know you never met somebody different.
Hey, what?
You don't mock me like that.
You big phony.
Your style is so unique, but we're the freaks.
I love you.
All Cristian wanted was to get back to you. It was all he talked about.
Really?
Yes, even in his sleep. His sleep?
Oh, yeah, I left a message from up, okay? It's a good thing you're home safely.
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks to Vanessa. But I tell you what, I never want to see an airport ever again in my life. So let's get out. Come on, let's go.
Sounds good to me.
I'll drop you guys off at a hotel in Angel Square. You'll like it there.
Have we met before? That's right. At the hospital.
Could be. I get around. So have you made your mind up on guns and vengeance?
I beg your pardon?
Is this what you want to spend your money on?
I'm quite certain that I picked out 2 fashion magazines for my daughter.
You don't think Langston would appreciate guns and vengeance?
No, absolutely not.
Then maybe you need to choose something else. Unless you want Langston to remember you like this.
Oh, no, I'm not that kind of person. I wouldn't...
What kind of memory do you want that girl to have of you? Just think about it. It's not too late to change your mind.